What's up, everybody? Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, back with our discussion videos. So, as I had mentioned yesterday, I did my top 5 like pet cards last week, and then I wanted to continue that based on individual colors. We are also going to do multicolor and lands and colorless during this series, kind of breaking it down. My favorite cards that go in any deck for each color. Yesterday was red, and today is green. So without further ado, let's get into it. But first, if you would like to put down in the comments down below, what are like some of your pet cards in green? For me, it's a lot of ramp and explosive stuff, but let me know in the comments down below. I actually really like talking with everybody in the comments and hearing your guys' opinions and stuff. I don't want to just have my channel just be a me echo chamber. But yes, let's get into it. So first we have Open the Way. And Open the Way, I actually was not, I did not know about because it was in Aftermath. And although I opened up some Aftermath, I did not open the Way. And I didn't know this card existed until I had seen it brought up on MTG Goldfish. And I'm like, I'll try it. We'll see how it goes. And this card, friends, is very good. Every time I try it, I have a great time with it. And so now it's just a green staple for me. And Open the Way says it's a sorcery, and you pay X and double green, and X can't be greater than the number of players in the game. Okay, so there's 4 people, so X is 4 at most. So it's 6 at the biggest. And then you reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X land cards. Put those land cards onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I play this in my mono green decks, which, yeah, 4 4s for 6 doesn't seem like a high rate, but it's still fun. It's still good. Where it really gets value is if you're playing a lot of really good specialty lands, because it does not say basics. So if you're running duels, shocks, Field of the Dead, Gaia's Cradle, Secret Tunnel, doesn't matter. If you're playing a lot of high utility lands, this can just get them onto the battlefield. Sure, you can't find them specifically, but if you have a high density of very strong lands that you want out there, Open the Way is the card for you. And at number 4 is Jaheira's Respite. I love this card. Love it so much. It combines 2 things that I love most in green. It allows me to be a Timmy and ramp, and it fogs. So Jaheira's Respite is an instant for 4 generic and 1 green. It says search your library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the number of creatures attacking you. Put those cards onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle, and then prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. And on face value, it's like, okay, it's a ramp and it's a fog, but this card is a end game enabler, friends. If somebody goes wide, like say they have a Zergo deck or a Goblins deck or any kind of tokens deck where they go wide at you and come at you with like say 10 creatures, and that is a very real possibility in Commander. It does happen quite a bit. You fog, you get 10 lands, and that gives you a turn with a ton more resources to be able to bring in the crack pack, whether it is Craterhoof Behemoth, you got some other crazy nonsense about to happen, but I'm telling you, this card is so strong. I highly recommend it, not just in mono green, but any deck where you're running a good amount of basics, whether it be green, 2-color. Gruul is also another very strong color combination for this card. And number 3, we have the Growing Rights of Itlimoc, which, when it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. And at the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more creatures, you may transform Growing Rights of Itlimoc, which I forgot to download the back of it, but the back is Gaia's Cradle. For those of you who don't know, and I will try to put the Growing Rights back on here when I get through editing. It will tap for 1 green for each creature you control. It's poor man's Gaia's Cradle. I play this card and Avendo a hell of a lot because I am not going to pay $1,000 for a Gaia's Cradle, and I only have the one proxy Gaia's Cradle, so which is in my high bracket 4 deck. So if you want to make a lot of mana in green or any other token making deck, like if you have a million scoots, that's a million mana. But check it out. It's a pretty good, pretty cheap card. I think it even comes in some precons, but correct me on that if I am wrong. Next, we have Pest Infestation. I love this card. I love this card so much. I love the art on this card. I love everything about it. It is a sorcery for XX and green. And you destroy up to X target artifacts or enchantments, and you create twice X in 1/1 black and green pest creature tokens with when this creature or token dies, you gain 1 life. So it is a very, very low barrier to entry card to just add a little bit of extra artifact and enchantment removal into your deck, which I find that a lot of folks aren't playing enough artifact and enchantment removal in decks. Add this in there, and it also generates for you a bunch of little dudes that can block for you while gaining you life while doing so. It is a very, very good card in terms of that. The double X can be a little bit steep, but we're in green, friends. And when we're in green, mana is like ubiquitous. Like mana has no meaning in green because you're just going to have a billion of it anyway. And so you can make a bunch of tokens, pop everybody's mana rocks that they got super greedy with instead of building a full mana base, because we here at Timmy Central in green play basics instead of mana rocks. But yeah, Pest Infestation, really fun, really good. I love this card. It goes in pretty much every deck I have. And then, last but certainly not least, we have Genesis Wave. If you are in green and you are ramping at all, Genesis Wave is the card for you. I cannot tell. I run this in my Azusa deck, my highly tuned deck that is only bracket 3 because it has, by letter of the law, only bracket 3 because it has 1 game changer in it. But I don't play it below bracket 3. I play it at bracket 3 and at bracket 4, and it has even held its own against CDH decks. And Genesis Wave is a massive cause for that because nobody sees this card coming because it is kind of old. It doesn't see as much play anymore. But here's what it says. It's a sorcery and then X and triple green. Reveal the top X cards of your library. You may put any number of permanent cards with mana value X or less from among them onto the battlefield. Then put all cards revealed this way that weren't put into the battlefield into your graveyard. I have Genesis Waved for 36 on turn 4. Yeah, 36. And I have gotten everything from the legal Emrakul's, Famous World Sire, all just Galta, all of these giant Timmy creatures. If you ever want to feel like you have a super explosive deck, this is a good payoff, especially if you're running things like Concordant Crossroads or anything that gives you haste in your deck. Again, even good for Gruul, even with triple green. I highly recommend this card. It is really fun. It's big. It's splashy. It checks all the boxes for doing the things that you love to do. But yeah, that's it for green for today. You can definitely tell what kind of player I am based on the cards that I play in green. But again, let me know what your green staples are. What are those green cards that you put into every single deck? I really, really, really want to hear from everybody. It's so fun. It's been such an amazing time watching this channel go from the start last June to where it is now, and just seeing the amount of like comments and like talking with folks and discussion. I like am overwhelmed with emotion at how amazing this has been. It's been such a fun hobby for me. It's been really good to, distract from the everyday life. But as always, I'm Weston with the Hidden Gibbon. I hope you all have a wonderful day.